Hey folks, it's Mark Cavaliere of Southwest Coalition for Life, and I am actually coming to you live right now from a rally, 40 Days for Life national rally that is taking place here in Houston, Texas, outside of the largest abortion facility in the Western Hemisphere that you can see behind me. We're here with some of our 40 Days for Life team from El Paso with the conference and leaders for doing 40 Days for Life campaigns from all around the world. As we prepare for our next 40 Days for Life campaign that is coming up starting soon here in September, on September 22nd. So if you haven't yet, make sure that you are signed up to be one of our prayer volunteers. You can call our office at 833-388-LIFE. You can also email us at 40days@southwest.life. But I wanted you to see some of this rally that's taking place live as I'm here with you. So you can see behind me, I'm not able to switch my camera right now, but just hundreds of people from all across the country. We're also here with the Houston Coalition for Life, which is has been around much longer. About I think they're going on, just 10 years. They hit recently, and they have a big blue bus, mobile bus, and another smaller mobile unit. And they're getting a third mobile unit soon, actually. And when we first started our Southwest Coalition for Life, they took us in and kind of helped us guide us. Oh, look, we're getting a big group photo, so you guys will get to be on that real quick. And then we'll get some guests for you to talk to. Let me see. You guys can see this behind me. Okay, so let's get in this. We're going to get in this group photo with you guys. I didn't even explain this. This just happened. Hold on. Let's find the rest of our El Paso team who are here. Oh, they're hiding over here. So, and then there's some interesting people here I want you to hear from. Dr. Monique Ruberu from Philadelphia, who's a pro-life NFP OBGYN. She spoke in El Paso at the March for Life a few years ago. Get in the group picture. And then I went live, and they're doing this right now. So we're here with Jessica from, and then Rebecca, our 40 Days for Life campaign coordinator. So you'll be working with Jessica as we get ready to sign up to be a part of this. So here, I'll hold you guys up so you can be in this big group photo with all the national leaders. I think we're in the back, so they can't see us anyway. And then there's also Heather Gardner from the Central Texas Coalition for Life. I want to pull in, if I could locate her in the crowd. She helped us get going as well. They run the Coalition for Life in Austin, Texas. Oh man, we're filling the road right now. Oops, excuse me. And so she's here as well. And Shawn Carney and many others. Oh yeah, that's nice. We need to do this. We need to get a pro-life mobile. There's people who we've seen that have driven from California and all over the place. So Rebecca, real quick. So everyone in El Paso, we haven't started the conference here yet, but how is it if somebody wants to get involved? What are some ways that they can get involved back at El Paso?
Okay, so there are 2 ways that you can get involved that would be so helpful. We do need church ambassadors. So that is if you can get your church involved to come out to Santa Teresa or Planned Parenthood to pray, that would be one of the best ways. I will be able to give you all of the needed materials so that you can go and table. I also need day captains, and that's another way that you can help by being in charge of a day and making sure that every hour there's somebody out there. And that is just a beautiful way that you guys can help to make sure that every hour during the 40 days is covered, and we get to see what God is doing out there to be able to see more moms choose life. So those are the 2 ways in which you guys can help for sure.
Awesome. So if you've never participated in 40 days, by the way, feel free to drop a comment, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, and or ask a question if you want. But if you haven't participated yet in our local 40 Days for Life vigils, again, this is a biblical model of 40 days of prayer and fasting. 40 days throughout Scripture is a time period of transformation that God uses to transform, entire cities and the world. And then what we do is we go out for prayer and fasting for 40 days. Scripture says that some demons are driven out not only by prayer but both prayer and fasting. And so we make that sacrifice in some way for 40 days, and then we go out and do community outreach and get the whole community out involved and invite our friends and our families. I'm also standing here as I try to look for some of the folks I want to pull in to speak to you guys. It's a lot of people out here, and so. We do that in El Paso from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day for 40 days straight, starting on September 22nd, right, Rebecca?
Yes,
Wednesday, September 22nd? Okay. And so real quick, I'm live with our El Paso community. Can you say a word? So you guys might remember Dr. Ruberu. She came and spoke in the March for Life about 4 years ago, I believe.
Yes.
And so what are we doing here today?
So today we are outside of the largest Planned Parenthood abortion facility in the Western Hemisphere, where 8,000 babies' lives are taken, unfortunately, every year. We're not even secure on their numbers because they don't report properly. The last reporting that we had was from 2016, if you can imagine. So today we're out here in force, praying for everybody and just speaking words of encouragement for all of the leaders and asking them, number one, to make sure that you come out personally, but number two, that you invite everybody that you know to come out and join you. Because this is a mission that must be carried out throughout the world.
Yeah, pull you back a little bit so you don't get hit by cars.
And that each and every person to be down on their knees, begging the Lord for forgiveness for all of this stuff, and to ask his intercession that we may save lives, have more people in our world.
So good to see you. Dr. Monique is one of my heroes.
As are you, you're mine.
So thank you guys. Dr. Monique is an amazing pro-life OBGYN who teaches it. She's one of the top NFP physicians too in the country, based out of Philadelphia. And in addition to all that, she also finds time to lead 40 Days for Life campaigns in Philadelphia. And to answer, Sandy, your question, we are in Houston, Texas right now. So this is not in El Paso. The largest abortion facility in the country and the Western Hemisphere is in Houston, Texas. So our El Paso team drove here 12 hours to be here. There's a conference going on this weekend for all the 40 Days for Life leaders around the nation and around the world. There's people here from Colombia and other countries too, as this is spread around the world. So yeah, we're here with them all. You can see behind me a huge rally going on right now. This is the first day, so we're gathering in prayer outside this facility. There's still even more leaders coming that haven't gotten here yet, there's a whole the whole 3 days full of events. Tonight we're going to hear from Abby Johnson, who was a former director of Planned Parenthood here near this, and actually was offered an opportunity to help direct this. You can see it behind me. This facility that opened not too long after her time with Planned Parenthood, and that was when she God had other plans for her, and she ended up converting. If you remember on the movie Unplanned, though, when she's in the meeting where they give her the award for Planned Parenthood Manager of the Year, they unveil like this new mega Planned Parenthood, and this is it. This is the real one in real life behind me. And a lot of people like to point out too, the design of the building. It used to be a bank, but they took this building and it has kind of that stair step shape, which a lot of people point out looks very similar to the stair step shaped temples of the Aztecs, where they had child sacrifice. So yeah, it's insane being out here, seeing this building where they go up to 22 weeks of work. How you doing, Paul? Good to see you. I'm live right now with the folks from El Paso. All right. Paul's a good friend of mine. Oh, I still have Dr. Monique Sam. So Paul, and you're based near Dallas. Where is it again? McKinney, that's right. I love seeing you. It's like 5 years now. Every time we go anywhere, we see you guys. So how are you doing? Good to see you. So any words for the folks in El Paso? 40 Days for Life?
Keep up the good fight. Keep praying. God's in charge.
Absolutely. Amen. Good to see you guys. We'll connect again later too. So, okay, guys. Like this is. I just wanted to bring you in live because this is the fun of it. Trying to find some more folks. But over here too, you can see. I want to show you the big blue bus. And so this is the Houston Coalition for Life. I can't swap my camera right now with the app I'm using. But
thank you, everybody. Clear the street, please. Clear the street.
Okay, so big blue bus. is so 5 years ago, after when we started in Las Cruces, and I had just quit my job to start our Southwest Coalition for Life. I traveled to Houston, Austin, and College Station to visit with those. And you can see behind me the big blue bus of the Houston Coalition for Life. This is actually, how are you doing, Matt? I'm live with our El Paso crowd right now who are joining 40 Days for Life.
Hey, El Paso. I miss being with you guys.
That's right.
You remember I came down a few years ago with a priest, Father DeRosa, and we prayed and kicked off. And
that's right.
We said Holy Mass in 3 of your churches along the trail. We went to Juarez.
That's right.
With the Knights of Columbus.
That's right. I remember.
Praise be to God. They protected us.
Yes.
And then we went up to, anyway, we miss you. We love you. We're praying for you. Did you show them this awful building?
I did. I told the horrible building and what 40 Days has been doing in response to that. So.
Yeah, here's my wife.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Good.
All right. So, anyway, you can see here again behind me, there's this big blue bus. We just got a tour of this. So this is actually a former New Jersey transit bus, like a public city bus that the Houston Coalition for Life bought, retrofitted, and they can have up to 5, 6, 7 girls outside of COVID, of course, but they can have several women on the bus at the same time. They have an ultrasound room in the very back, counseling room, a room for pregnancy tests. Actually, has a little triage. So they can have someone in the lab room, following through on those pregnancy tests, and it's really amazing. This has been parked out here every single day. The Planned Parenthood is open for like the last 10 years. They just hit 10,000 babies, 10,000 moms that they've helped empower to choose life, who had been coming here to this Planned Parenthood. This Planned Parenthood, from what I understand, goes one of the latest terms abortion facility in the state of Texas goes up to 22 weeks. Of abortion, which we know even babies at 21 weeks have been some early survivors of preterm premature birth. Let me go over here too. This is kind of fun. They've got the 40 Days for Life official wrapped vehicle. This is not a it's not a Storks bus. It's not a mobile medical unit, but this is kind of for all the activism and organizing that 40 Days for Life does around the nation. So we're out here, and then this driveway right here is the driveway where everybody walks in for abortions at this facility. So now we're really blessed in El Paso because the impact that you all have been making there. They used to go up to 16 weeks. Got a lot of people praying right now. There's a lot of people. Okay, sorry, I want to be quiet right there. They were all singing and praying. It was really beautiful. So let me see if I can find, I think I just spotted somebody I wanted to introduce you guys to. So Heather, are you free for a minute? I'm sorry. I'm live right now with our El Paso crowd. So Heather Gardner is a good friend and a hero of mine, who started with the first coalition, and you were there in the movie, but in real life, when Abby quit. And you kind of helped us get going and see how El Paso is growing. And do you have any words for the El Paso community?
Yes. Keep going. If you're struggling, if you are in a low place where you're wondering, especially while you're on the sidewalk, are we doing any good here? Because we're not seeing the fruits of our labor. I can assure you that you are. You're doing a lot of good things. And it's not about you, but it's about God working through you. And because I know Abby, because I was blessed to be there when she quit Planned Parenthood and came over to the Coalition for Life office, and now y'all know has just become so well known internationally, sharing her story and helping to convert so many hearts and change and save so many lives through her and through so many of the current workers that have come through the ministry. One of the main things I keep hearing when I talk to them individually, when I hear their testimonies online, and when I hear the ones that come to us in Austin, Texas, they say, keep doing what you're doing. One of the best things that someone ever told me was from a former worker named Jackie. And when I asked her if she would like to give a message to our prayer volunteers, she said very simply, you are more present than you know, which I thought was so powerful.
Yeah.
And it really gives me the courage to keep going. It rejuvenates me to keep going for the greater glory of God. We're not there to shove our religion on people. We're not, as lots of people like to claim. We're truly there to be the hands and feet of Christ, to be there for the mothers and the fathers and the abortion workers, and to save lives, which can in turn save eternal lives. And that's what this is all about. So it's not the easiest thing to do. It's not as maybe fun or simple as folding clothes in a pregnancy center and seeing the happy faces of moms in a pregnancy center. And God bless all of our pregnancy centers. I'm not saying that's always roses and daisies, but they do a lot of great hard work there. But praying on the sidewalk is a whole nother animal, and it can be very difficult. But it's simple. It's difficult, but it's simple. We're simply there bringing light into the darkness. So keep going. I want to encourage you.
I remember when I drove from El Paso to Houston, I didn't know what to do. You took me in and trained me for a couple of days on what you were doing in Austin, and you coordinated a sidewalk training so I could go through that while you were there. But I remember on that note, one of the things you had said was something like, it's easy. There's a lot of needs that we can volunteer for, but usually for those other things, you kind of get the pat on the back, like something about like feeding the homeless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are very trendy, popular things to do, very important things to do, but those are much easier for people to brag about that they're serving in homeless ministry. Not many people are going to be like, oh, how dare you serve in homeless ministry.
Right. You're not going to get flipped off feeding the homeless, right?
Right.
But that's just the state of our culture that, we face a little bit of that doing this. So we need you. We need more. So as we continue to grow in El Paso. So Heather, you're amazing. And so I knew Heather as a friend, and now I know kind of a movie star too. She was in the movie twice. I always have to say, she was in the movie twice. Once as a cameo as herself, playing an abortion worker.
Yes.
Who secretly, what the character of the abortion worker you said had plans, right?
Oh, no, wait, okay. The original idea was, this is all Abby.
Okay.
Way back when her book came out, before there was even a movie, she always said, if they ever just happened to make a movie about my life, about my story, I would want the former workers that have come through and then there were none to play people outside on the sidewalk, praying and maybe protesting, whatever, like praying and reaching out. And I would want my friends that I met that are pro-life that were praying for me on the sidewalk to be abortion workers inside in the movie.
Right.
And so it didn't exactly work out like that, but kind of last minute I was asked to be an extra. I didn't have any lines. If you missed it, it's not a big deal because it's like 3 seconds. It's super easy to miss. But I played an extra. And the extra was actually an abortion worker in the POC lab, in the products of conception lab. So it was it was mixed feelings for sure, because I thought, well, this is a cool experience, and gosh, this is a really dark thing, but it's showing, again, it's bringing light into the darkness. It's showing that, and I was super blessed to be able to be a part of it in a small way. And I really honestly didn't think that was even going to make it in the movie, but it did, and it was, the scene right after that with Abby and her boss in the POC lab was super, super powerful.
Right. So now in that movie, when you see that scene, that character is thinking of quitting.
Yes.
Right?
And that was the thing. They said, unplanned 2, I'm going to be one of the quitters. I'll be in it, and I'll be one of the quitters.
That was a powerful scene. I remember, because right after they show you is when they show the baby pulls up.
Yes.
And I remember the collective gasp in the movie theater.
Yes.
That was
same here.
Yeah,
Every time that I watched it with a group, there was always a collective gasp there. Yeah.
And I'll let you go, and then in addition to that, you combined with a couple of people, you were in the scene where Abby's crying. Heather, that was her. Like, you were there in real life during that moment.
Yeah.
And so in the back, there's a brunette in the background who is portraying
Karen
and Heather. It was kind of one, but Heather to me, I haven't been blessed to know Karen yet. So but okay. Well, I'll let you go. But you're amazing, Heather.
God bless you, El Paso.
Maybe we could bring you in person sometime for El Paso. So that would be great. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. God bless you. Thank you, Heather. Okay. I know this has been a longer live stream than usual, but let's see if I can maybe grab one or two other people. So again, these are all the folks who kind of helped to guide me into all this and had created all of everything that we're doing. So let me see. I'm live with our El Paso audience right now. I'm sorry to interrupt. No, I was wondering if you could maybe say a word or two.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So Steve Carlin, folks, Steve Carlin with 40 Days for Life, who I remember when we got started 5 years ago, I was on the phone with a lot, and we've continued to grow. So do you have anything for the El Paso crowd?
Hey, I want to say you guys have done such a remarkable job. So many lives saved, so many clinics closed. There's not a lot of campaigns that can say, in fact, there's only, I think, 2 others that can say they've closed as many facilities as you.
Wow.
So praise God. And we know it's just the beginning, right? There's so much more that the Lord has in store for you. We know that abortion is going to end. And you know, maybe it'll be your names, not that we do it for our glory, but maybe it'll be your names in the history books when abortion comes to an end. So I just want to thank Mark and Jessica and the entire team out in the Southwest for the work that you're doing, and can't wait to maybe come out and celebrate another facility closure with you.
Absolutely, yeah. We'd love to have you live coming out of El Paso. So we had Shawn, we had Matt. So you're next.
I'm due.
We'll make it happen. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. All right, guys. So we've been going for a while here. Anything else, Jessica? I think I've made a full circle all the way around. So, all right. Well, we've had a pretty long live stream video. I think I got everybody who might have something to say. But you guys are awesome. And again, like I said, let me pull up the number one more time. So call the office, 833-388-LIFE. Email us at 40days@southwest.life. If you've never participated before, we'll go out there with you that first time. Oh, maybe I get one more person. Hold on, let me see if I can pull them in. So, Shawn, I am live.
Hey, man,
how
good
are
to
you?
see you. I saw you.
I'm live with our 40 days.
Oh, hey.
Our El Paso audience
Okay,
right
wonderful,
now.
wonderful.
So, Shawn Carney, folks.
One
So
of the best 40 Days for Life leaders right here. I shouldn't say that out loud.
this is all of them here. Yeah, don't say
One
that.
of the best.
So Shawn, you came out and kicked off our Santa Teresa vigil.
Yes.
With the when you had that big bus.
Yes, at
And
night.
that was one of the most fun kickouts we've ever had. We were celebrating the Las Cruces Center had just closed, and we were moving to Santa Teresa. Little did we know God had other plans to grow. Now we have a mobile medical unit. But Shawn was there; he was part of it, and that was the year we did the auction. And we had so much
I
fun.
will never forget.
Mexican
You
food.
auctioned off. I definitely remember the Mexican food. What was the name of the place? Lunch.
Carlos and Mickey's in
Awesome.
India, yeah.
Great paradise sauce. So, anyways, enough about the Mexican food. You auctioned off the hours, and that is the best thing that you can do. And I didn't realize you and your family did that for cattle. Is that right? And so, man, it was awesome. I wanted to sign up. Y'all are so blessed to have him as a leader. But you're in such an important part of our country in that you can be abortion free. Your state can be abortion free. West Texas is becoming abortion free, and it's so crucial. So keep going. We need pockets in regions of America that are abortion free to give hope to other pockets in regions of America. And when you look at West Texas, New Mexico, Mississippi, Montana, the Dakotas, Wyoming, where we're going to have abortion free states, that is what we need. And so keep going. And I don't always say this, but listen to whatever Mark tells you and do it, because you have a great leader and a great man.
Well, I had good role models along the way. So, but you know, when you watch our plan and it shows Shawn, that's Shawn. I mean, this is Shawn. This is him in the flesh. I was blessed to know him before he had that. But yeah, we're just very grateful for all the influence and support you've given us. Because I mean, the Southwest College for Life would not, in the success we've seen now, God closed 3 abortion centers in a little over 3 years. That would not be possible without the support and the influence of 40 Days to help give us those tools and that training and that direction and that model, that peaceful, prayerful model that, you know, not knowing what else to do. So thank you, Shawn, for being part of that story.
Thank you, and thank you for your witness. One of the cool things about you is like me. Every time I see you, you're having another baby. So it's
right.
just exciting.
I'm always a few behind. I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, well,
It's 5 at 5. You're at 7.
We're at 8.
8
We're
now.
at 8.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, well we'll catch
There
up.
were 8 when I left the house to come to the symposium. So that's our current number.
Right. Yeah. Okay, well we'll catch up more later.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Shawn. God bless you. Okay, El Paso. So I think that's everybody. Shawn Carney, Steve Carlin, Heather Gardner, Dr. Monique Ruberu. This is like, you know, some of the most amazing people I've ever met, and I wanted to share them with you. And so it's so much fun. It's hard. I mean, it's weird to say that. Here we are outside of this giant abortion center, but where sin prevails, grace prevails all the more, and the joy of God prevails all the more. And so, in the face of such evil, you know, we have to bring the joy and the beauty and the witness of life and of Christ. And so that's what you have the opportunity to do here coming up starting September 22nd with 40 Days for Life. So So again, we're asking you to sign up for 1 hour a week between September 2nd and October 30th for 40 days. Go out, every Monday at 9 a.m. or whatever your day and hour is. Pray for your hour. Maybe do more than that. But and if you've done that in the past, maybe sign up for 2 hours. And try to bring a friend or fill a day. Be a day captain. Help a day captain. You just need to find 24 people to help fill the 2 people per hour for the 12 hours of a day, and you're done. You just filled 1/7 of the campaign at one of the locations. So, and again, at Santa Teresa and at Planned Parenthood, we've seen now God close 3 abortion centers in El Paso. I didn't realize that when Steve said, I guess there's only a couple other cities of all the, hundreds of cities around the world that have done 40 Days for Life. That's something that is amazing, that makes me really humbled to be a part of you in the community there in the borderland alongside you, because you made that possible by showing up. So spread the word, and I think that's it. This is a whole episode of a campaign today. So God bless you guys. Oh, look, they're bringing in the buses to take us back to the conference and the hotel. So that's my cue. But I'm very happy and blessed to share this with you. Hopefully you were inspired. Share the video, and I know it's long. But tell people, what you saw and what you got out of it. Share this video, email it, share it on social media, and then again, make sure that you invite them to come out and pray with you. Trying to find the number one last time to email or call the office right here. And 40 Days at Southwest.life, and let us know you want to be involved, get your church involved to do more. So God bless you guys. I'll be home in a couple days, and we're going to be ready to rock and roll. So God bless you. We'll see you soon. Take care.